Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Back at it again. And listen, I'm sitting at my desk. I'm thinking, how can I get the people that I love to prep more, whether it be for survival stuff, but more importantly, what happens when some crap goes down at their house? Now listen, all over the nation, we got stuff going on. In the West, there's wildfires. There's extreme heat in the North. People aren't used to. They're getting temperatures they've never felt like we feel down here in Texas. There's hurricanes going on the East Coast, earthquakes going on, buildings are collapsing. Do you have any type of emergency prepared equipment? I bet you do. You watch this channel, right? I bring you the 3-day emergency preparedness kit by Preppi. Now listen, you know, I've done a couple of reviews on this channel about Preppi. They're kind of in your face. Kind of just show this to you real quick. You know, I've been down on Preppi about some of their products. Some of their products I'm actually really favorable about. My wife loves the 3-day survival bag for 2 people. You know, the bag it fits well in our house. She knows exactly where to go. We've been trying to figure out how can we get some more people that we love into the emergency preparedness game. But first, before we jump into this box, if you are the type of person that likes survival tools, prep type stuff, hit that subscribe button below. We like talking about that stuff around here. And listen, we would love to have you a part of Battalion. Make sure you hit the like button below. Let the YouTube algorithm know that this video should be shared. With that being said, let's jump into this box. So the purpose of this emergency preparedness box is to fit on a bookshelf, to fit in a corner, to fit in your car. This is something you grab out of a closet when the lights go out, if there's some type of emergency going on. That's how they coined that you should use this. Now, this kit is something that you might want to consider gifting to others. This might be a good starter kit for others to take a look at and use. That's even why I even want to explore a kit like this and see, is it something that's even worth giving it a whirl? So let's dig into this thing real quick. So it's really compact. It's in a well-made box. So Preppi is out of California. So technically components of the kit are American made, like the box, right? But then they source a lot of stuff from overseas. That's pretty self-explanatory. Their kits are usually pretty, you know, bang for a buck type of stuff here. So let's just dig into this thing and just figure out, is this something that you might want to get for some folks that you love? So the first thing I see right here on top is some nitrile examination gloves. Those are going to be really important, you know, if you want to be able to use. I'm assuming there's some type of first aid kit inside of here. So you have that you can pull out and use. They do provide an air filter respirator. This is going to be okay for the times where there might be a little bit of smoke in the air. Maybe you're trying to crawl low on the ground in your house because there's a fire. This is not going to be perfect. I see only one in here, but we'll talk about why this box still might be a good value. Next thing I see in here is a space blanket. Now, I've tested out their space blankets before. They are not very robust, but if you don't have anything, if you can't reach your blankets, it's an emergency, you know, you're stuck somewhere, just to have something is better than nothing. They also provide you here with some survival stormproof matches. They give you 10 windproof and waterproof matches, and they are in a very small, a little bit smaller than like a snack size. You ever gave your kids some snack size bag you stick in their lunch or anything like that? Well, that's about how big these is. I'm assuming the striker is on the inside here. Yeah, there is a couple of strikers in there. So, you know, pull that out, be able to use that thing. Here we have a work light is what it's called. And let's see where this thing is. This is made in China. It does have a magnet on the back. So if you are trying to navigate something, you can kind of stick this to where you need it to go. It has a light here in the front area, which I'm assuming is going to put out some lumens, and you can stick it to wherever you're trying to see or dig out. Or I'm assuming this works off of these AAA batteries that are sitting right here on the top of the box. I'm hoping it works off these AAA batteries. But if you don't have a flashlight at all, you're in an emergency situation, then this might be useful. I do wish it kind of had some kind of hook or something, another way to use this. I guess they intend for you to either use it standing up, which I guess it might stand up, but if you stand it up the other way, the light's on the bottom and it falls. So you're kind of stuck using that magnet. Once again, they give you 3 AAA batteries. Okay, so they give you their version of not really a Swiss Army knife, but it's a multi-tool. It has, you know, it has a knife in it. I do remember that. The knife is very dull. But if you don't have anything at all, this is better than nothing. So as a corkscrew, I don't know why you would need a wine opener, but it has a bottle opener here. It has lots of tools. I see flat heads. I see Phillips heads. I see can openers in here. I see a little saw. Like, so normally when I work with knives, I usually want to make sure I keep my hand away from it. This one I know is so dull, I'm not even moving it out of my way. But hey, I mean, it has scissors in it. This thing has a nice little selection. And if you don't have anything at all, or if you're gifting this to somebody you know for a fact doesn't have anything at all, this is a come up for them. At the end of the day, this is a come up. This is gonna have some things that they don't have. They can also attach it to something and maybe even take it with them for their first EDC item with this little keychain here that's gonna fall off. I would definitely recommend fortifying that. The case that it comes in is completely useless. They want you to hook it here through your belt loop, but if you look here on this, just watch this. Don't hook this through your belt loop. I just ripped this on purpose because I would never use this. I would keep the tool. I would probably just keep this in my pocket before I kept it in this bag here. But you know, another set of AAA batteries. So there's something else in here that uses AAA batteries, or they just want you to have plenty of batteries for the work light that they provided in here. But we're still digging through the box itself. Now this med kit, this ultralight watertight med kit by Venture Medical Kits, I will say I actually do like this med kit. They sell this at like REI Co-op and all over the place. This is assembled in the USA. It's sourced with international parts, so stuff is coming from Taiwan and from China and this, that, and the third. But it has wound care, it has medication, blisters, and it has some instruments like safety pins and splinters and tick removal for snips. It has bandages, gauze. This kit is, I would say, good enough for emergency use for your house. For a kit like this is sufficient. Of course, you can always supplement this. They gave you the gloves, they gave you this kit. It's a pretty decent kit. They also give you an emergency poncho, just one emergency poncho. It's orange, so if you are inside of a house or an emergency situation, you can be spotted by emergency personnel. They give you their version of a chem light. They call it a snap light. Now, I would suggest, I don't see anything in here. This is a snap light to provide a little bit of light for whatever situation you're in. I don't know if this thing has, I'll open it up and take a look. Let's see if this thing has a way. So it does have a little hook here on the end. So you can take this in this little loop part. It looks like this kit doesn't include paracord, but if you have some type of paracord or nylon cord, you can take this, you can snap and activate the chem light, string it up with like a bow knot on that paracord, and you can swing it in a circle and you can alert authorities that you need help, that you're trying to spot somebody, you want them to come help you out. So they give you a multi-purpose 50-gallon bag. You can use this as a tarp, you can use it for trash, you can place it on the ground, you can bag personal items. So having a 50-gallon trash bag is useful. So if you're in an emergency situation, a flood is happening, you need to throw some items that you want to now treat this as a dry bag, you can do that. You can put items in there quickly and try to keep those items dry. They give you a pad to write on. It is not Write in the Rain pad. Actually, I don't know what kind of pad this is, but they give you something. This pad absolutely will get wet, and once it gets wet, your notes are poo-poo. But they give you something to write on. If you're not in that type of emergency where it's a water emergency, having something to take notes. Maybe, your GPS is not working, cell phones are out, you're trying to take notes and figure out where to go next. You can write it down, you'll have something with you. Emergency water. Now, last time I had a kit from Preppi and it had emergency water. My water was busted all over the place. This one is not. This one does have emergency water. So this kit is a three-day kit. This is not 3 days worth of water unless you were to sip like 2 ounces every few hours. I guess in theory you might be okay, but this is U.S. Coast Guard approved emergency water. If you don't have water at all, hey, at least you got something. You got some potable water that you can have. They also provide the pencil that goes with that neat notepad that I just showed you. Now you got a way to write. I just don't get every single kit they give you playing cards. Like, So I don't see me playing with any of the playing cards that they give. I do see me using the playing cards for a survival situation, like I talked about, walking and trying to mark what spot I've already been in and maybe try to something like that. But to use it as, I don't know, I guess if I'm bored in the house with my family, we got some playing cards. They give you some 4-hour candles. These are nothing but some tea candles. They call them 4-hour candles. They give you some of those. The lights go out. You can use some of those storm-proof, waterproof matches that they gave you, and you can get it going. And then they give you some food bars, which, you know, this will come in handy if your refrigerator is going blah, you don't have any non-perishable stored up, then you have something. So, I mean, there you have it. You got the nice little 3-day emergency kit by Preppi. Now, listen, this thing, as of today, of filming, this thing's only $90. Now, you know, they're usually $100. It's on sale for $90 right now. And one thing I will say is this, I do believe, makes a decent gift to give to somebody. You know, if somebody kind of knows that you're into that prep type stuff and you're always thinking about the end of the world or a scenario where there's going to be an emergency and they want to kind of dip their toe into it, this is something I would buy and give to somebody. Matter of fact, I'm giving this to a neighbor who doesn't have jack when it comes to emergency equipment. So can you put something together for less than $90? Yes. Can it be better materials? Yes. Are you going to find a shipping box? This box could be shipped. Probably not. Is it going to be less than $90 after everything's said and done? Maybe. But now you can duplicate efforts easy. You can buy several of these. You can just send them out to people. I would definitely buy this for folks. But if you're going to get this for yourself, you need to supplement this. This is not going to work as is for yourself. You're going to want a real knife or at least have some type of box cutter. This is a special ops box cutter. It does have a razor blade in it, and it includes an additional razor blade, storage inside. It's easy to use. It folds down, very compact. I can stick this bad boy in this box. I'm going to put my own medication in this box. I'm also going to put down important information like emergency contacts on writing the rain paper, names of doctors, stuff like that, and put that in this kit. Also want an emergency whistle. How are people going to know where I'm at other than that sweet poncho, right? You might want to just put a cheap emergency whistle in here. You might also want to have the ability to filter your own water. So maybe put some coffee filters in there. Maybe get a Frontier straw so that you can filter water on the go if you're going to be sitting in one area. But this is almost there. But listen, if you like stuff like this, click here. I'm going to put some videos up. You can check those out. Maybe you get some more ideas for yourself. If this is the first time you've been here, man, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We would love to have you a part of the battalion. If you've came back, welcome back. In the meantime, we'll speak soon.